The world just witnessed a jaw-dropping moment, and social media hasn't stopped buzzing since. Claressa Shields has just dropped bombshell revelations that have left Papoose completely shaken, and the fallout is devastating. Fans everywhere are in disbelief. And insiders claim this could be one of the most shocking public exposes in hip-hop history. According to sources, Claressa revealed details that were previously hidden from the public secrets. Betrayals and behind-the-scenes truths that have shaken Papoose to his core. Reports suggest that the exposure isn't just personal. It hits at the heart of his public image, relationships, and reputation. Within hours, clips of Papoose visibly breaking down in response to Claressa's revelations went viral, trending across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. The drama has left fans divided. Some are rallying behind Papoose, sympathizing with his emotional reaction, while others are stunned by Claressa's courage and the severity of her disclosures. One insider described the situation as a perfect storm of emotion, betrayal, and public accountability, adding that it will likely dominate headlines for weeks, from private disputes to public scrutiny. This is more than just a celebrity feud. It's a moment that exposes the raw truth behind fame, relationships, and trust in ways no one expected. The world is watching closely, and every reaction from Papoose, Claressa, and those around them is being analyzed in real time. What Claressa revealed could change everything: Papoose's life, his relationships, and the way fans see him forever. The moment Claressa Shields went public with her revelations, the internet erupted. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. Papoose, one of hip-hop's most composed figures, visibly shaken. Forced to confront private truths in the harsh glare of public attention. Social media was instantly flooded with reactions, some supportive, some scandalized, and many completely outraged at the details that Claressa shared. Sources reveal that Claressa's disclosures weren't just surface-level drama. The revelations allegedly detailed private interactions, personal betrayals, and moments that painted a much different picture of Papoose than the public had ever seen. Within hours, snippets of Claressa speaking out were clipped and shared across Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, each frame dissected and replayed thousands of times. Fans pored over her words, analyzing her tone, body language, and the subtle emphasis she placed on certain details. Every gesture, every glance became proof to some and speculation to others. Backstage, Papoose reportedly struggled to regain composure. According to insiders, he had been blindsided by the timing and intensity of Claressa's exposure. The man who had built a carefully curated public persona, loyal, strong, and in control, was suddenly facing an emotional avalanche he couldn't contain. Sources claim he was seen pacing, phone in hand, reading every tweet, every message, and every post as if searching for a way to undo what had been revealed. Friends close to Papoose described the breakdown as unprecedented. "He's never reacted like this before," one source said. "He's always kept things private, always composed, but this shook him to his core. He couldn't stop crying, couldn't stop shaking. He was completely overwhelmed." Claressa's decision to go public didn't come lightly. According to insiders, she had spent weeks debating whether to reveal these details, knowing the magnitude of the fallout. Ultimately, she decided that the truth needed to be told, and that no amount of loyalty or secrecy could justify remaining silent. Sources say her motive was both personal and principled, a mixture of frustration, justice, and the desire to finally be heard. The leaked footage and Claressa's statements didn't just expose secrets. They exposed patterns of behavior that had been hidden from public view for years. Fans who had long admired Papoose for his integrity were stunned. Some couldn't reconcile the calm, public-facing persona with the raw, private reality Claressa laid bare. Others praised Claressa for her bravery, insisting that it takes courage to speak out against someone with influence and power in the industry. As news of the exposure spread, fans began revisiting previous interviews, videos, and social media posts of Papoose. Suddenly, subtle behaviors, seemingly insignificant comments, and moments of tension took on a new meaning. Analysts, bloggers, and content creators combed through everything, searching for evidence that corroborated Claressa's account. It wasn't just gossip, it was a full-scale investigation by the public. Meanwhile, Papoose's inner circle reportedly tried to contain the situation. Advisors, friends, and family were in constant communication, suggesting strategies to mitigate the damage, repair relationships, and manage public perception. Some urged him to issue a statement, others recommended silence. But nothing could fully undo the impact of Claressa's revelations. The truth had already gone viral, and the world was watching every reaction. Claressa's words also revealed tensions beyond the personal. Sources suggest that her exposure highlighted systemic issues within their circle, including miscommunications, unaddressed grievances, and long-standing disputes. By speaking out, she forced not just Papoose, but the surrounding community to confront uncomfortable truths that many had hoped would remain private. Fans were particularly struck by the emotional weight of Papoose's reaction. Videos captured him sitting alone, visibly crying, muttering under his breath, and staring blankly at his phone. This level of vulnerability from someone usually so composed shocked the public, and reactions ranged from empathy to judgment. Many argued that his tears were proof that Claressa's revelations were credible, while others questioned why he hadn't acted differently to prevent such exposure. In addition to emotional fallout, the situation sparked intense social media debate. Influencers and bloggers dissected every angle. Was Claressa justified in exposing the secrets? Did Papoose deserve the public scrutiny? Were there deeper patterns of behavior that fans had ignored until now? Hashtags spread like wildfire. Debates ignited in comment sections, and fan communities fractured into camps defending one side or the other, sources close to Claressa revealed that her timing was strategic. She reportedly wanted to ensure maximum visibility and impact, releasing details when the public was most engaged and attentive. While some criticized her for creating drama, others applauded her for controlling the narrative and reclaiming her voice. In any case, her decision proved effective within hours. The story dominated headlines, trending globally, and sending shockwaves throughout the music and reality TV world. The leak also prompted industry insiders to weigh in. Some described it as a turning point in celebrity transparency, while others warned about the potential consequences for relationships and reputations. Everyone agreed, however, that the public's fascination with this drama was undeniable. The combination of emotional vulnerability, celebrity status, and shocking revelations made the story impossible to ignore. As the day progressed, more clips surfaced online, some showing behind-the-scenes interactions between Claressa and Papoose that had never been seen publicly. Every video added context, confirmed claims, or fueled speculation. Fans began piecing together timelines, analyzing conversations, and debating motives. For many, it felt like witnessing history in real time, a deeply personal drama unfolding on a global stage. Meanwhile, Papoose was reportedly trying to process everything privately. Friends claim he spent hours reflecting on his actions, consulting with advisors, and considering how to respond to Claressa's revelations. Some suggested he would issue a statement. Others predicted he might remain silent. The viral nature of the scandal ensures that it won't fade quickly. Every clip, screenshot, and reaction will continue circulating, keeping the drama at the forefront of public attention. Fans are already speculating about what might happen next, from potential apologies to relationship fallout, and even possible repercussions within the music and entertainment industry. Claressa's revelations have set the stage for an intense and emotionally charged saga. Papoose's reaction, his visible vulnerability, and the ongoing public debate make this more than just a scandal. It's a moment that exposes the complexities of trust, loyalty, and truth in the modern celebrity world. Fans continue to monitor every development, eagerly waiting to see how Papoose, Claressa, and those around them navigate the aftermath of such explosive exposure. The day after Claressa Shields' explosive revelations, the aftermath was nothing short of chaotic. Social media had turned into a battlefield of opinions, memes, and debates, all focused on Papoose and Claressa. Every comment section was alive with speculation. Fans dissecting every snippet of the leaked statements, and influencers weighing in with hot takes. The energy was relentless. And the pressure on both Papoose and Claressa had reached an all-time high. Sources close to Papoose revealed that he spent the night after the leak in a state of shock and despair. Friends and family tried to console him, but it wasn't easy. For a man who has always maintained a composed public image, this level of scrutiny was unprecedented. The exposure not only targeted his personal life, but also threatened his credibility and authority in the hip-hop community. Sources report that Papoose repeatedly told his closest advisors, "I didn't expect this to go public like this. Everything is spiraling." Meanwhile, Claressa Shields was reportedly bracing herself for the backlash. Going public with such revelations was not without risk. And insiders claim she had prepared for the storm of criticism and support alike. Her team encouraged her to remain steadfast and focus on the truth. Knowing that public perception could be as damaging as the scandal itself, Claressa understood that this moment could define not only her relationship with Papoose, but also her public image for years to come. Fans and insiders started digging into the history between Papoose and Claressa, attempting to piece together a timeline. Many speculated about when the tension began and what triggered Claressa's decision to expose the truth. According to sources, the conflict had been simmering for months, with private disagreements escalating over time. Claressa reportedly tried multiple times to address the issues privately. But the situation reached a breaking point, leaving her with no choice but to go public. The emotional toll on Papoose was evident. Videos leaked online showing him alone, visibly distressed, pacing around, and repeatedly checking his phone. Close friends described him as a man overwhelmed by consequences and unable to fully process the reality of what has happened. We're shocked to see a figure so composed for years displaying such vulnerability, and many expressed both sympathy and disappointment. Meanwhile, Claressa's supporters rallied around her. On social media, fans praised her courage for speaking out, emphasizing that honesty and accountability should never be overlooked. It's about the truth, not the drama. One post read, summarizing the sentiment of many. Others noted that the exposure could help highlight larger issues in celebrity relationships, including the importance of transparency and integrity. Industry insiders warned that this scandal could have far-reaching consequences beyond just Papoose and Claressa. With the intensity of public attention, the situation could affect endorsements, collaborations, and even future media projects. For Papoose, the leak posed a threat to both his professional credibility and personal relationships. Claressa, on the other hand, faced criticism from some quarters accusing her of public humiliation, even as others praised her for taking control of the narrative as the day wore on. More details about Claressa's revelations emerged. Sources indicated that her disclosure included private messages, previously unseen interactions, and moments that demonstrated patterns of behavior Papoose had kept hidden from the public. Every new detail reignited the social media frenzy, with fans dissecting the content frame by frame, forming new theories and predicting future developments. The conflict also sparked debate among celebrities and influencers. Some public figures defended Claressa, emphasizing the importance of speaking one's truth, while others urged caution, highlighting the dangers of airing private matters in public. The polarized responses only amplified the story, keeping it trending across multiple platforms and fueling intense discussion among fans and media alike. For Papoose, the personal and professional pressure became almost unbearable. Friends reportedly tried to guide him through managing both the emotional fallout and the public perception. Some suggested that he issue a statement, while others advised silence, letting Claressa's revelation stand on its own. Papoose reportedly struggled to decide which approach would mitigate damage most effectively while staying true to himself. Meanwhile, Claressa faced her own challenges. While she had prepared for public scrutiny, the intensity of the reaction was overwhelming. Insiders say she experienced waves of relief, satisfaction, and stress as the story unfolded. On one hand, she had finally revealed her side of the story and reclaimed her narrative. On the other, the public debate, media attention, and fan reactions created an unrelenting pressure that was difficult to navigate. The situation also prompted conversations about accountability in celebrity culture. Fans debated how much responsibility Papoose bore, how justified Claressa was in exposing the truth, and what lessons could be learned from the public fallout. The drama became more than a personal feud. It became a moment of reflection for fans, industry watchers, and aspiring artists observing the consequences of fame, trust, and betrayal. By evening, multiple blogs and news outlets had picked up the story, running detailed breakdowns, interviews with insiders, and analyses of the leaked footage. Each outlet offered a slightly different interpretation, further fueling speculation and debate. Some painted Papoose as the central figure in wrongdoing, while others framed Claressa as a courageous whistleblower challenging secrecy and deceit. As the night continued, Papoose reportedly withdrew from public appearances, choosing to reflect privately on the revelations. Sources say he spent hours processing the emotional weight of Claressa's exposure, weighing the consequences and considering his next moves. Meanwhile, Claressa appeared to embrace the attention strategically, speaking to select media outlets and highlighting her perspective, which emphasized honesty, transparency, and the need for accountability. The story was now trending globally, with fans across the world weighing in. Some expressed deep empathy for Papoose, recognizing the emotional toll the exposure had on him. Others focused on Claressa, praising her courage and calling for accountability and honesty in all relationships, whether personal. Industry insiders warned that this moment would likely have lasting implications. Reputation, future projects, and relationships could all be impacted depending on how Papoose and Claressa navigate the next steps. Every move, every public statement, and every appearance would now be analyzed in the context of Claressa's revelations, ensuring that the fallout would continue for months to come. As fans waited for the next development, the tension between Papoose and Claressa remained palpable. The leaked statements and videos had created a chasm that was difficult to bridge, but public attention amplified the emotional stakes. Social media users continued to dissect every detail, analyze body language, and interpret statements, effectively keeping the scandal alive and dominating conversations. Sources close to the situation confirmed that private discussions between Papoose and Claressa were ongoing, but the emotional strain was immense. Friends said Papoose was struggling to reconcile his public image with the private truths Claressa revealed, while Claressa focused on asserting her perspective and ensuring her voice was heard as the scandal continued. The broader implications became clear. Fans, media, and industry professionals realized this was more than a personal conflict. It was a lesson in accountability, trust, and the dangers of secrecy in the age of instant exposure. Every reaction mattered, every social media post carried weight, and the fallout would continue to shape perceptions for months, if not years. The leaked statements, the public reaction, and the ongoing private struggle between Papoose and Claressa had transformed a personal conflict into a cultural moment. Fans waited anxiously for the next chapter, knowing that the story was far from over, and that the repercussions could redefine both their personal and public lives. The tension reached its peak as the days passed after Claressa Shields' explosive revelations. Papoose, once known for his calm and composed demeanor, was now navigating a storm of emotion, public scrutiny, and relentless media coverage. The fallout wasn't just limited to social media commentary. It had begun infiltrating his professional life, relationships, and the broader hip-hop community. Insiders revealed that Papoose spent hours reflecting on the exposure, trying to piece together how private matters had become a public spectacle. Friends noted that he was unusually quiet, spending late nights on his phone, scrolling through comments, messages, and news reports. The emotional weight of Claressa's revelations had clearly left him reeling. According to sources, he repeatedly expressed regret and frustration, feeling trapped between public judgment and private accountability. Claressa, on the other hand, appeared to embrace her moment strategically. While some critics accused her of seeking attention, insiders insist her primary motivation was reclaiming her narrative and exposing truths that had been ignored for too long. By going public, she not only challenged Papoose, but also sent a message about honesty, transparency, and accountability in relationships and in the public eye. Her confidence and composure contrasted sharply with Papoose's vulnerability, creating a striking dynamic that fans couldn't stop discussing. The scandal sparked debates across the internet about morality, loyalty, and accountability in celebrity relationships. Every detail, from Claressa's tone to Papoose's gestures, was analyzed and dissected. Fans speculated about the timeline of events, motives, and hidden messages, turning private interactions into public conversation. Influencers and commentators offered theories ranging from betrayal to calculated manipulation, fueling endless discussions and keeping the story trending. In private, Papoose reportedly grappled with multiple challenges. Close friends said he was attempting to repair personal relationships, manage public perception, and protect his family from the fallout. He faced a difficult decision: address the scandal publicly, remain silent, or attempt to control the narrative through carefully crafted statements. Each option carried risks, and insiders described the pressure as immense and relentless. Claressa's revelations had not only exposed personal truths, but also highlighted larger issues in the environment surrounding Papoose. Sources indicated that unspoken grievances, long-standing tensions, and miscommunications were now in the public eye, forcing both parties to confront uncomfortable realities. The exposure acted as a catalyst, bringing hidden conflicts to the surface and demanding accountability. The public reaction was intense and polarized. While some fans sympathized with Papoose, empathizing with his emotional breakdown, others praised Claressa for her bravery. Social media hashtags exploded, debates flared, and viral posts dissected every moment of the scandal. For many, it became a lesson in honesty, boundaries, and the consequences of private actions made public. Industry experts weighed in as well. Analysts noted that the fallout could impact Papoose's professional opportunities, brand partnerships, and collaborations. Similarly, Claressa's public image was on the line, with supporters and critics closely monitoring her every move. The dynamic demonstrated the precarious balance between personal accountability and public perception in the celebrity world. As the situation unfolded, insiders reported that private conversations between Papoose and Claressa continued, but emotions remained high. The strain of public scrutiny made reconciliation difficult, and every interaction was now under the microscope. Friends described the atmosphere as tense and fragile, with each party navigating both personal feelings and the expectations of fans and media. Social media played a crucial role in shaping the narrative. Memes, reaction videos, and commentary dominated feeds, creating a continuous feedback loop that amplified both the scandal and the emotional responses of those involved. Every gesture, statement, and post was interpreted as evidence, fueling speculation and prolonging the drama. The emotional toll on Papoose became increased. In private, Papoose reportedly took steps to reflect, seek guidance, and navigate the situation carefully. Friends and advisors provided counsel on emotional management, strategic communication, and repairing strained relationships. Despite the challenges, insiders claimed that he was determined to face the consequences head-on, demonstrating a willingness to learn and adapt in the wake of Claressa's exposure. Claressa, meanwhile, continued to navigate the public eye with calculated poise. Her statements emphasized truth, honesty, and accountability, reinforcing her message while managing the scrutiny that comes with exposing a prominent figure. Fans and critics alike were captivated, analyzing her words for authenticity, intent, and broader implications. The scandal ultimately highlighted the fragility of trust, The power of exposure and the complexities of public life in the modern age. Every revelation, reaction, and discussion became part of a larger narrative about honesty, consequences, and the human cost of fame. For Papoose and Claressa, the experience was transformative, forcing them to confront uncomfortable truths while navigating the relentless gaze of the public. As the story continued to unfold, fans remained engaged, eager to see how Papoose would respond, whether reconciliation was possible, and what further revelations might come to light. The scandal became a defining moment in both their lives, shaping public perception, personal relationships, and the narrative of accountability in celebrity culture. Call to action: 250 words. This story isn't just about celebrity drama. It's a lesson in accountability, transparency, and the weight of truth. Claressa Shields' bold decision to expose what was hidden forced Papoose and the public to confront uncomfortable realities. It reminds us that private actions can have public consequences and that honesty is always essential, no matter the stakes. For Papoose, this is a moment of reflection and vulnerability, showing that even the strongest figures can be shaken by exposure and emotional confrontation. For Claressa, it's a demonstration of courage, asserting the power of speaking one's truth despite potential backlash. The scandal underscores the delicate balance between personal responsibility and public perception, and how quickly private matters can become a global conversation. As fans and followers, we witness more than just a feud. We see the human consequences of secrecy, betrayal, and accountability. The lessons here go beyond celebrity gossip, offering insight into trust, communication, and the importance of integrity in all relationships. Stay tuned as this story continues to evolve. Papoose's response, Claressa's next move, and the ongoing fallout will all play a part in shaping how this dramatic chapter unfolds. Every update matters, every reaction counts, and the truth continues to emerge. Keep following for all the latest developments. The story is far from over, and the next revelation could change everything.